there, Ever listeners. Thanks again for tuning into Sin's Workshop. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we're going to be talking about Dark and Shallow Lies by Ginny Meyer Saine. Before I get into the review, I just want to thank you all once again for all of your support here on Sin's Workshop. My reviews may become a little bit more sporadically spaced as I am 33 weeks pregnant now, and I'm just like super tired. So please don't abandon me. I will continue to post whenever possible. I'm just, constantly tired nowadays. So it's kind of hard to just kind of work up the energy to record. In any case, thank you all again for all of your support. You have no idea how much it means to me. But let's get into it. So, Dark and Shallow Lies. This is such a... You know what? I was pleasantly impressed by it. You know, when you pick up a book and you're just like, oh, this is interesting, right? You pick up a book and you're like, this is interesting. You're not sure if you're going to love it or hate it. You have no expectations to love it or hate it. But what this author does so well is the storytelling, the narrative, the pretty much use of her red herrings. I mean, there's so much misdirection in the novel. And when it finally came to that conclusion at the end, I was blown away. Even in hindsight, go back and I'm thinking about everything that I read and I'm like, nope, still didn't see that coming. But it still fit within the context of the story. It didn't feel so out of place. It didn't feel like it didn't fit, like, oh my God, like it was just written for shock value. No, it had the context. There's context in the story to make the ending work. And that's why it works so well for this, for the reader, because you are thrown by the story, but in such a good way that you are just captivated by it. That is what I did like about this story. I do love the direction the story goes, and I love how between these chapters there are scenes, and your main character Gray, who's never really shown any supernatural inclination, unlike the rest of her friends. They were all born with some sort of magical inclination. But for her, for Gray, who has pretty much grown up in Lafayette, Louisiana, the self-proclaimed psychic, capital of the world, where all her friends have some sort of paranormal, supernatural, or witchy ability, she's been ordinary until now. She's having visions of her friend's disappearance. Her best friend, Alora, who is like her sister flame, they say, because they were born at the down to the minute, but down to the second, they were twins, pretty much. Different mothers, different parents, but they were born at exactly the same time. And it's unfortunate because the last time she saw her friend before she went to go back, to go live with her father during the school year, they weren't on the best of terms. So she has a lot of guilt, and at first she doesn't really understand what's happening. It's like, well, she went pretty much 16, 17 years of being completely normal, and now all of a sudden she's having these visions of her best friend's disappearance, her last moments, and she doesn't really know what to make of it. So the story is a mystery. She is trying to unravel the secrets of her friend's disappearance. But it's not easy because there are so many factors that come into play, including just the secrets of her home. She loves Lafayette. She can't wait to be done with school so that she can just live in Lafayette with her grandmother. That's her home. Home is where the heart is, and that's her home. But everyone else is just like, no, you don't want to be here, because they all know things. They all know bits and pieces of Lafayette's dark past. And no one wants to tell her anything. So the story, in order for her to solve her friend's disappearance, she has to pretty much solve the secrets of Lafayette. And she meets this boy, Zale. Pretty sure his name was Zale. She meets this mysterious boy who befriended Alora, her vanished friend, and no one knows about him. And she's just like, why though? Why does no one know of him, know about him? Why is his existence kept a secret? So it's a really interesting multi-layered mystery. You're not just solving the mystery of the disappearance of her friend. You're solving the mystery that goes back a generation to connects to her mother and her mother's suicide. It connects to the disappearance of the town outcast, to the death of 2 little girls. Everything is connected, and it worked so well to build up the tension of the story. And that's what really drove me to read it and not put it down, because you are just drawn in by what is happening there. You're drawn in by all these little pieces that are slowly connecting, and you're solving the puzzle so that you can get the big picture, basically, so that you can see what's happening and why is it happening. And that's what I really did enjoy about this story, because the tension was rising, the mystery was unraveling slowly but surely, and the author doesn't really give anything away. Like I said, when I got to that ending, my jaw dropped. Her use of misdirection, her use of red herrings, it was so well executed, so well planned, so well placed that you're just kind of in awe of it, basically. And I was in awe of it. I just keep thinking, like, this is a damn good book. This is an excellent book. I love it. And I really did enjoy it. So I'm going to go ahead and give Dark and Shallow Lies 4.75 out of 5 stars. We're so close to that 5 stars. I really like to reserve my 5 stars for books that are just 100% completely amazing and blow me away and take my breath away for book day. And as always, happy reading.